So I've pulled out this spring garden picket fence die and stamp set, which I think was free with the magazine at one time. So I've pulled out a few of the dies off of here, which were stuck solid, but I did manage to get them off. I've done a few, but I want some extras, so I'm just going to stamp these. And what I want to do is stamp them and emboss them. So I'm just going to put some powder on there. Put those on there. That one on there. Pick them up. I'm stamping them with VersaFine Nocturne. Then I'm going to get a piece of paper. I've got some Wow Clear Gloss Superfine, which I'm just going to put all over this stamping. Right, now I'm just going to heat this up with my heat gun, and you'll see it turn glossy. There we go. Nice glossy black. Right, as you can see, I've already done a few, coloured them in. I've just used my inks with a bit of water. So I've got to colour these in and then I'll fussy cut them out. So all I'm going to do is get some water, put some on my block here. What should I start with? I'll do the carrot, I think. Bit of ink on there. Wipe my brush. This isn't the best brush. I don't know what's happened to all my brushes. But it'll do. I haven't really got to worry about going out the edges because I'm fussy cutting them around. And then just colour it in. Not being too fussy. That one and that one. And I'll get a bit more of the ink without the water. Just try and come in the sides. Right, so that's that one. Right, that's all them painted. So now I'm just going to fussy cut them all out, like these. Right, so there's all my little pots and my vegetables and my flowers, my wheelbarrow, my watering can. Oh, what I want to do with the pots actually, I think I did one. Yeah, I did that one. I want to just put a slit around the top there, just so I can tuck things down. Same with this one. If I don't use them like this, it doesn't matter because you won't see it. Carefully slit that down. There we go. Right, first thing I'm going to do is start sticking some vegetables into this wheelbarrow. I actually have cut out the white bits inside, so I just thought it looked better, so I took the time and did it. And what I need to do though is cut this handle off because I need that behind the vegetables. Put that one there. So I'm going to start with some of these cabbages. You might be able to hear the water from the shower. to stick one over there. Stick a carrot in this end. Stick another one with that one, I think. Got some leeks. And then it's just these two cabbages. I'll just fill in the gaps behind. One there. And one in behind the carrots. Then all I've got to do is stick this one behind here. So it looks like it's coming up from there. So bit of glue on the end. There. There we go. It's my wheelbarrow full of veg. I need to get them down the split. Tuck them in there. Quite like just two in there actually. It's quite cute. So maybe stick the other two in the other pot. I think I will. Right, I've decided I'm going to put some pattern paper on it. So I want to cut a circle out of this. Try and get it even. Stick it down. I really need to change this tape now. There's hardly any sticky left on it. Right, so I'm going to run that through my die machine. Right, so that's that one. Wasn't quite even. But never mind. That'll be fine. I'll just say it was meant to be like that because of the wheelbarrow. Once that's on, you're not going to know anyway. So if that goes on top of there, now we've just got a nice white background there, which I can start arranging these things on. I'm just going to cut a little border to go around the outside of my circle. I've cut out this. So I'll get that one cut. I'll just put the next size up around the outside of the one I've used to cut the circle. And that'll give me a tiny little border I can stick on. So that one's cut out. I'm just going to stick it on. There we go. Right, I don't know whether to put some of this embossed wood effect behind. Oh, I might do actually. Might cut some of that off. Yeah. Cut that off. Cut a bit off the side. Like that. Get that rid of that before I make a mess of it. Right, I'm just going to stick some glue around the outside here, and then I'm going to position it where I want it. So if you hear music, it's my son. I think he's editing his YouTube video. I like it quite there actually, because you've got more of the pattern of the wood. So if I just cut the end off that again before it sticks. There. Right, now I've just got to work out where I want all these pieces. All my cute little flower pots and things. Might not be able to use them all. Might just use those actually. That's quite nice like that. I like those. I like the way that is, so I'm going to stick those on. I'm going to get some foam pads and stick some of it behind foam pads, just to give it a bit of dimension so they're not so flat to the card. I've stuck some random bits of foam pad behind this wheelbarrow. Get this one stuck down. So we'll have the front wheel in there. And I'll actually put some glue behind here. I just should have put it on a piece of card because I'm going to wreck my card. Get a piece of card, that'll do. Just like that. Just to stick these bits down without putting too much glue on. And under there. I'm going to leave those vegetables like that. Right, now I'm going to stick this pot down flat, I think. So I'm going to have that on there. I'm going to leave the flowers loose on that piece. And then this one here is going to be on a foam pad. Which I think I'll have there. Actually, let me just stick the sides down if I can. Right, I think I will put these on. These little tools. So So I'll have one there, going that way. And then the other one going the other way, just so they cross over. Like that. Right, I'm going to randomly just put some green down on this card. I'm going to mix the colours in. Just a mix of the greens that I've used in the card. So I'm just going to put the letters of his name on here. Also a 5 and a 0, because I want that to be somewhere. Try and keep it all up there for a minute. I might stick those down actually. And then I'll get those cut out. Alright, so that's all those cut out. See what I mean? Doesn't matter if it's blotchy, because it doesn't really show. Where's my pokey tool? It just looks like a blend of different colours. I'm going to put these on foam pads. So I've got these long ones, the same as what I was using for the wheelbarrow. Place those on. Just got to get my card base. And I think I'll just stick this one flat down onto the card like that. Yeah. I'm thinking about having the watering can hanging on there. Make it look like it's hanging on a like a hook or something. Hanging up onto the circle. Just to fill in that little bit of white space. So I'm going to put some foam pad in the middle of that, like I did the rest. And I'm going to get that stuck on. That should fit. So what I'll do is I'll just stick that down the middle there. Just to keep that up. So it gives it a little bit of shape. It's better. Take the backing off. I'm going to put a little bit of glue around just where I want it to stick. And a bit on the handle. And then got to get it hung up. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Uses up the little watering can as well, because I like the watering can. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd love it if you could give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.